Hello my lovely people, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and as you can see we're on Sunday stitching. So I wanted to do something a bit different this week. This is Jennifer Clouston inspired, and I wanted to get back to something like this, but I really enjoyed doing that French seam that we did. Well, it wasn't a French seam, it was pajagi, but I said it looked like a French seam last week. So what I want to do today is I want to do a scrappy background, and I have been watching Jerry Bellini. If you haven't found her yet, get onto YouTube and find her. She's amazing. And what she was doing was actually making a needle book, but from scraps. Now I've got all these bits of similar, not that one, move that, similar coloured scraps. And I'm going to make a background to then put a Jennifer Clouston style botanical on top of. So we're going to start with, look, I've got big and small scraps. So I've got a little tiny scrap like that one. And look, we've got this one and this one. And we've got another bit of that. We don't really want another bit of that. And then we've got some of that. We've got loads of bits and pieces here. This I like as well because it's got a nice texture to it. So we'll have a piece of this out as well. And I'll show you what Jerry was doing. Basically she was taking her small scraps. Let's put that out of the way up there. That's Boo. Got the Mummy's recording, she can't make any noise, so she's going off upstairs. Basically what she did, I'm going to use this lovely Oliver Twists cotton. Boo, Mummy's doing a video, please be quiet. And this is Rust number 21. And when you get these, they're called two of a kind. I did tell you about these the other week. You get the lovely twisted bundle of beautiful threads, but you also get the cotton to match. And it's the cotton that I want to use today. Got to find the end, haven't I? Let's see if that's going to help. No. Yes, there we go. What she was doing basically was stitching all of these little scrappy pieces together in order, just find my needle, there we go, in order to make a piece of fabric, so sort of your own unique fabric. And I thought, do you know what, we've all got loads of scraps, that's a really good idea. But also she was doing decorative seams, which sort of was some of your slow stitching before you even got started. I hope that makes sense. So, sorry, I seem to have a bit of a lisp today. I don't know if it's because I've not long had lunch. Right, so we've got this separate like this. And I'm going to put it on there, but instead of doing a normal seam and folding it over, if we overlap it like so and we do our stitch work through it, then we've already got some of our slow stitch done for us. So that's what I'm going to do today, and this is going to go to make a background. So again, my running stitch is not very straight, but you see I've got that one there, and then if we have a piece of this one, we stitch that on there. I don't mind that it's curved, I quite like that. So then if I come back to, whoops, come back to this point here with my cotton, which is obviously, as always, miles too long, and if I go diagonally like this across my piece, when I can come back the other way and I can make crosses. So, and of course it's just a decorative way of seaming two pieces of fabric together, but because of what we're doing, it's really quite interesting. Well, I think it is anyway. So that's what I'm doing, and it's a bit dull and overcast here. I've actually put the heating back on. There we go. But that's, you see, it seamed it together. So then I'm going to, I think, a piece of this lovely long white. Long, oh, that's got a green on it. I don't want that, so we'll cut it that way. And yeah, I'm just building a background. But it is, to me, very reminiscent of the, oh, I can't remember, Pajagi, I can never remember the name, that we did last week. So what I'm going to do this time is put it on. No, I want it that way, don't I? I've got to think what I'm doing here now. I'm going to put it on there and turn it over. I might actually have to put a pin in there, because that's quite a long piece, isn't it? And put a pin in to hold it. Really, I need some of those applique pins, don't I? Those little tiny ones. I bet I know where I can get some of them from. I bet I know who's got some of them. I might have to go neighbourhood shopping to the lovely Denise, because I bet she's got some. Anyway, right, so now I'm in the middle, but what I'm going to do is go this way. I want to be this side. Make sure I'm on, because it's quite a narrow little piece. Get rid of that. Right, and then I'm just going to come up. Goodness me, excuse me, I will get there. I'm going to come up and I'm going to, oh goodness me. For some reason I can't, oh, fingers and thumbs. There we go. I'm going to come up and I'm going to take a running stitch, not a running stitch, a blanket stitch, a short blanket stitch all the way across, and that's how I'm gonna, oh, what's going on here? We've got super duper knot happening. There we go. I think I've cleared it. It's because pins get on my nerves, really. See? And obviously it's only sewing cotton, it's not embroidery thread, so got to be a little bit careful here. There we go. And I'm not going to be too it's wonky, because let's face it, most of what I do is wonky. There we go. And now we've got it sort of working for us. It's easier to see what's going on. There we go. So I'm just going to work my way along. And not only am I doing a decorative stitch, which makes it interesting, I'm joining my pieces together. And that's what I loved about what Jerry did. I just thought it was amazing. I will put a link in the comments. So anybody that hasn't yet found her and you want to, you can go over and have a little look. And then when I've got this done, as my background, I can put it onto here. So I've got this here to give us a guide of how big a piece we need. And then I'll do my flower on top, my Jennifer Clouston inspired flower. See, normally this is just an edging stitch, isn't it? But we're going all the way through, so we are connecting, which is great. I still haven't done my Anne Brooks 52 blocks for the week, which is really naughty. It means I'm running behind, but we'll get there. So how are you all? What are you up to? What are you working on? And of course this is a variegated thread, so you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but it is changing colour as I go along, which is absolutely awesome. And then I will use these for the Jennifer Clouston style or inspired floral botanical thing that goes on top of it. So we keep all these sort of rusty orangey colours going. I think they're lovely. So I have got a little bit of a story for you today, because on Monday at the beginning of the week I went with my youngest daughter to the cinema. Have I already told you this? I can't remember. Did I tell you this? Because of course that was the beginning of the week. This is the end. I don't know. Anyway, if I've already told you and you already know, I'm really sorry. But there's not much excitement going on in my life at the moment, so I've got to double and treble share the stories that I do have. So yeah, we went to the cinema. It was super, because I haven't been to the cinema to see an adult's film in years. She likewise has only been in recent times to... Oh, I've got a knot there now, look. How frustrating. There we go. With the children, so you can see we're getting the different stitches, we're getting the different colours. I just think it's lovely. So I think I'm going to have that triangle side there and that straight side. So we need to come across the top there now with something else. Oh, what about that one? So yeah, we had a lovely time. We were running early. Now this is the funny bit of the story. So we had a sneaky trip to the works because we both like a little bit of crafting. It's a bit see-through, this one, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just... So, I wonder... Ah, see, if I do it like that, it won't be see-through, will it? Okay, now I want to come down a little bit. About there. So we popped in to the works, had a sneaky little shop, and I bought a few bits and pieces. And one of the things that I purchased was a reel of twine. You've seen me use it many times. Oh, my thread's this end, that doesn't help. So we'll fasten off. Anyway, I bought some bits and I bought this reel of twine on. Then it was time to go, so we tottered off to the pictures, and she was in hysterics because I had this stupid little plastic carrier bag in my handbag that wasn't really big enough, and stuff was hanging out all over the place, and it was really quite funny. So I'm just trying to think what stitch I'd like to do here. Oh, what if we did do a chain stitch all the way along there? So we tottered along to the pictures. Obviously we had to stop at the food counter and get something to eat, because also with the children being at school, it was a matinee version, so it was lunchtime, so that was fine. So we stopped there, we got some food, I put the bag down, it fell over, I stood it back up. You know, you can just see the scene of chaos. And we went back, we went into the cinema, balancing shopping and food and drink. Giggling all the way. You can tell we're like so out of practice of doing things like this. Anyway, we went in, we watched the film, and if anybody hasn't seen it yet and you're interested, we thoroughly enjoyed it. We thought it was absolutely brilliant. The film we saw was Nasty Little Letters with Olivia Colman. It was absolutely brilliant. We loved it. Most of the cinema, you know, the people in the cinema room were all laughing. It was good. Anyway, so then it comes time to leave, and of course we've been eating in the dark and the lights go on, and my daughter Ali, she says to me, oh my goodness, look at this, I'm worse than the children, and she's got nacho sauce all down her top. Oh dear. And we're walking back through town looking like a pair of tramps because we've got food crumbs and she's got nacho sauce all down her, still balancing this stupid little plastic carrier bag that's not really big enough for my shopping. Anyway, we go back to hers, we have a cup of coffee, a bit of a chinwag, and I say, right, it's time for me to get off, you need to go and get the children, blah de blah de blah. So I come home and I unpack my bag, and yeah, you've guessed it, somewhere en route I've lost this reel of twine. Oh my goodness. So I messaged my daughter and I said, you haven't got my twine, have you? I did actually, you know, I can't find it here, whatever. And she was like, it's probably rolling around the cinema floor somewhere. So that was quite funny. Oh dear. And it was very nice, very pleasant to be out, you know, naughtily in the middle of the day at the cinema. It felt very naughty. But hey ho. I suppose when you have got a day off, that's what you can do. So yeah, it was great. We had fun. So yeah, that was that. That's about it. That's like my only tell for the week, I'm afraid. Other than to say, as most of you are aware, it's my birthday on Saturday, so I will be out and about for a lot of next week. So I am trying to film ahead, but if you find you've come across a day when there should be a video and there isn't, you can chalk it up to me doing birthday stuff. Right, let's trim these off. Get rid of that. Right, so this is going here like this. Okay, and look like we've got that. It's just, I just love it. Okay, now, what else have we got in here? Take them pins out. Is that, oh no, there's another different piece here. That's good. So I think here, I'm going to go quite wide and tear. That'll be the last one, won't it? But I don't want it to go all the way, so about there I think. But I don't want another square there, so we'll put it up the top. Whoops. We'll put it at the top there, like that. Now, we've got crosses. What about if I try, do it a little bit wider, maybe even a bit more. I try and do like a borrow stitch. So we'll try and do a couple of lines of straight stitch. It'll probably be a disaster, but we'll give it a go. So how much thread have I got left? Not a lot. So we'll pull this thread out and we'll get another piece. Oh, it's got itself in a knot. Okay, loving the thread. I mean, I'm no expert on quality, but I love the colours in it, and I love the way it's going to blend with those beautiful ones up there. So that's what I have to say about that. I've got threads on me woolly. Okay. So we try and do some borrow stitch. So just parallel lines of running stitch really, as you know, but it's probably going to be a disaster because I'm not very good at going straight. Well, that one's actually not horrific, is it? Sounds like a rubbish cart outside, but it can't possibly be because rubbish day is Monday, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oops. That needs to go to the back, like that. Oh, we've got a knot. See, that's what you get for having your thread too long, Claire. Okay, and then we come back, and now we're going to go. Actually, I can take pins out now, can't I? Duh. I'm going to deliberately try and get them out of line so that it's a little bit more interesting. There's that one. Get rid of that thread. If that is a rubbish cart, which I can't understand, Boo's going to go off alarming in a minute. Oh, see, now it seems to have synced back up. Oh well. There you go. So we've got a double line there. I'm not going to try and get a third one in because I don't think I've got enough seam allowance, as it were. I'm just going to put you on pause for a minute while I go and work out what is going on outside, because I am very nosy and I need to know. Okay, well, that was interesting. It was a rubbish truck. No idea why they're here today. But probably just as well that I stopped the camera because I had to go and move my car. It's obviously, I'm just trying to work out which way to go with this piece. It's obviously a new crew. I think I'm going to do long thin stitches like that. And they didn't appreciate what a narrow road this was, and they'd sort of got themselves wedged, so much so I had to get into the car via the passenger door. Fortunately, I'm quite flexible and that was fairly easy. Anyway, that's dealt with that. Take that pin out. Oh no, because I need to do another seam across there, don't I? So I'm just going to do these like really long thin stitches. Little soldiers. Should we call them soldiers standing in a row? Soldiers on parade awaiting inspection. Oh, that's a little one. It's a midget soldier, that one. Oh dear. Right. Oh, and that one's a leaning soldier. Goodness me. See, I can't do anything straight. Right, so that's that row. Now, there you go. Let's have a little look at the other side. Okay, I'm just going to feed that up there, behind them to there, and that gets me to the top. I'll do another little stitch to match that one, and then we're going to come out about there, I think, and then we just got to decide what to do here. I can't think of another stitch to do. Goodness me. Shall we match up the crosses? We'll do some more crosses. So on the diagonal, straight up, on the diagonal, straight up, whoops, on the diagonal, and straight up, and then, oh, let's do a zigzag. So we've got a bit of an X, but we've also got I don't even know what to call it, but anyway, a series of X's we'll go for, shall we? There we go. And that's what we've put on that one. So I think that's big enough. I might need another bit. Let's have a little look and see. Oh, right. Oh no, we definitely need another piece, don't we? So, have we got a different one? We used that one at the bottom, didn't we? That's that one. That's the white one, that's the brown one, although we have used the brown one twice. So, and that's that one. What else did I have? Oh, I've got this white one. I knew I had lots more here, look, because I've got some broad on glaze and I've got this like spot. So we will have, I love this spot, we'll have a piece of that that's going to run about halfway. See, it really is little tiny scraps. You don't need hardly any fabric at all to do this, and I think it looks awesome. So we'll do that on there, and then we'll have a piece of this. And that one's going to go there like that. Right, so we'll stick a couple of pins in again. Ow, poke myself, that's not good, is it? Poke myself again. Goodness me. And then that's not even gone through the bottom one, I don't think. So I'll go through there like that, and then one on there. So there I need to decide again what we're going to do stitch wise. So let's have a little think. I bet you're all shouting stitches at me. I'm thinking, I can't think. Oh, I'll tell you what about a series of French knots across here? So we could go through, because it's got the spots on anyway. I mean, you probably won't see them as French knots because they're going to be so tiny. But hey ho, let's give it a go and see what happens. Well, they're little tiny spots, that's for sure, but they do work. It works, whatever. Put that back through there, and then do another one. Now obviously if you were doing an item of clothing or whatever, there's no way this would be enough to hold it all together. But because this is just a decorative piece, yeah, I think it works brilliantly. And it's very pretty, is it not? Oops. Okay, that's come off there again for some reason. Right. And again, they're not in line, but hey, does it matter? No, not for what we're doing. Except now I've muffed up that French knot and I've got a baggy bit. But we're going to stitch flowers over it, aren't we? So okay, that's that. So that's that one. We need to do something else along here. What if we did like a, almost like an overlock, diagonal overlock? Not really, is it? But hey, it's going to hold it down. Just playing with fabric and thread, really, that's all we're doing. No such thing as wrong, just different. Right, so that's got that through there. So you see, we've done half, might be an exaggeration, we've done half of our work already. And you may like the simplicity of just leaving it like that and not doing any further stitching on top. Okay, now this bit, what are we going to do with this bit? I think I'm just going to come through there like that. And I'm basically going to leave it as just like, well, just that, whatever that is, a few random stitches basically. There you go. So that is my background. Ta-da! It's going to sit on there like that. And actually, I've got to be honest and say, it is beautiful on its own, isn't it? But we're going to open it up. We are going to put some pins in it to hold it down for us. And we are going to do some stitch work on it. So there you go. There's our page now, which I just think is beautiful. And what we want, or what I want, is a nice sort of leafy tree. So just sort of looking for a line to follow. Branch lines, yeah, that kind of thing. We just get a nice leaf on there. Now, I struggled last time to open this. Let's have a little look. And I'm sure expert stitchers know the exact way to open these, whereas I just seem to make a right mess of it. But anyway, then here you go. You have to break that off. And then it will open, obviously, like that. And then I've got the threads like that. Now, I've just wrapped it around my neck for the time being. I think we're going to have those two. So, I'm going to pull those two all the way out. Should really have done this off camera, shouldn't I? Because now it's all going into a knot, of course. Okay, cut them two off. I'll sort them out onto cards later. We've got these beautiful threads. So we've got a fat one and a thin one. See, I'm so technical. Right, there's the thin one, there's the fat one. That's beautiful, that gold and that. So let's start with the slim one. No, let's start with a fat one, because of course that's going to be a heavy duty base. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful thread. Right. So, oh, let's get this. Through here. There we go. Okay. That is a lot. We don't, even I don't want that much. So, get a knot in the end. Let's work up. Nope, I nearly sewed through all of it then. Naughty Claire. Just this level here. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Just look at how amazing that thread is. Look at that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeousness. So I'm going off on this branch here. And of course this is now stitching my background down. Beautiful thread. And down to that point there. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And now I'm going to feed all the way up to that spot there. And now I'm going to start to work this way so that I'm coming back the other way. We got a knot, we got a knot. I feel like I've been here forever. Better check the time. Or was that just with the moving of the car when you were on poles? I have to have a little check. Yeah, we've been here nearly an hour, that's what I thought. So I guess I better stop there. And I'll carry on with this and show you next time. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you found some joy and inspiration with this scrappy background, and that you'll go off and have a look at Jerry Bellini's page and see what you think. As always, stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.